Hello, my name is Ethan Rain, and today I am going to tackle about plants, more specifically about spore-bearing plants. Plants which do not produce seed produce spores to reproduce. Spores are microscopic reproductive cells which can be easily transported by wind. These are small plants which can never grow more than a few centimeters tall. Their roots, if they have any at all, are very small and simple. What is spore-bearing plants? Spore-bearing plants are highly distinct from flowering plants. These plants reproduce by forming spores. It is a unit of sexual or asexual reproduction that is being dispersed to form a new plant individual, even in unfavorable conditions. These spores are reproductive cells that can develop into new plants. Without the need of fertilization for common spore-bearing plants, it is usually attached at the back of the leaves. So what are the examples of spore-bearing plants? Spores are most conspicuous in the non-seed-bearing plants, including liverworts, hornworts, mosses, and ferns. What is the life cycle of a spore-bearing plant? Under favorable conditions, the spore can develop into new organisms using mitotic division, producing a multicellular gametophyte, which can eventually goes on to produce gametes. Two gametes fuse to form a zygote, which develops into a new sporophyte. This cycle is known as alternation of generations. So how do spore-bearing plants survive? For spore production plants, the fertilization process occurs after rather than before. Spore dispersal, the pressure then forces the plant to eject thousands of small spore cells into the air. Spores can survive very harsh conditions, and since they contain no food matter in them, most predators will not eat them. Do you think spores are dangerous? The spores of a large number of important fungi are less than 5 micron aerodynamic diameter, and therefore are able to enter the lungs. Disease associated with inhalation of fungal spores include toxic pneumonitis, hypersensitivity pneumonitis, tremors, chronic fatigue syndrome, kidney failure, and cancer. Why are spore-bearing plants so important to plants? In biology, a spore is a unit for asexual or sexual reproduction that may be adapted for dispersal and for survival, often for extended periods of time in unfavorable conditions. Spores form part of the life cycle of many plants, algae, fungi, and protozoa. There are actually wide varieties of ferns, and I found one of these plants in our garden. Looks like these plants are young and does not produce spores yet. I can't wait to see spores in them. Thanks for watching.